Did you know there's one fruit that can flush out excess sugar from your blood in just 24 hours, yet almost every diabetic ignores it? If you've been doing everything right, cutting carbs, exercising, taking your meds, but your blood sugar still won't budge, I feel you. You're tired, you're frustrated, and maybe deep down you're starting to wonder if your body's just broken. But what if the real problem isn't your body? It's that no one ever told you about this fruit. A natural food, backed by real science, that supports your insulin, stabilizes your blood sugar, and even helps reverse the damage without side effects. In this video, you'll learn the name of this forgotten fruit, how it works inside your body, and the best way to use it, especially if you want results fast. I'll also show you common mistakes diabetics make when trying to eat healthy that secretly make things worse. I'm not here to sell magic pills. I'm here to help you understand your body and take control, just like thousands of other people who've turned their blood sugar around by watching this channel. We break it all down into simple steps. No medical jargon, no judgment, just truth. So, what is this mystery fruit? Why does almost no one talk about it? And how can you start using it today to feel the difference by tomorrow morning? Let's break it all down, step by step. 15. Cinnamon water. Let's ease into it with a simple truth. Your body wants to heal. But sometimes it just needs the right tools. And believe it or not, one of the most powerful tools might be sitting quietly in your kitchen, completely overlooked. Now here's the thing. Most people with diabetes think managing blood sugar is all about avoiding sweet stuff. But that's only half the story. The real issue is insulin resistance. When your body can't properly use insulin to move sugar out of your blood and into your cells. This leads to sugar building up in the bloodstream, causing damage over time. That's where today's powerhouse fruit comes in, the humble kiwi. Yes, kiwi. This small, fuzzy fruit is packed with vitamin C, fiber, and powerful plant compounds like actinidin and polyphenols that directly support better blood sugar control. The high fiber slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, while the antioxidants reduce oxidative stress, a major driver of insulin resistance. Even better, kiwi has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your sugar levels like most other fruits. But here's what makes kiwi really special. Its unique enzyme profile helps improve digestion and insulin sensitivity. In one study, people who ate kiwi twice a day saw improved fasting glucose and better insulin response in just a few days. And the best part? You don't need to eat a ton. 1 to 2 kiwis a day, especially on an empty stomach or between meals, can work wonders. I know it might sound too simple to be true, but sometimes nature hides powerful medicine in the most ordinary places. And when you give your body the right fuel, you're not just managing diabetes, you're giving yourself a chance to feel alive again. Less fatigue, less brain fog, better sleep, more energy. So if kiwi can do all this, why are 99% of diabetics still ignoring it? The truth is, most people are still stuck chasing shortcuts, thinking pills or powders are the only answers. But the answers are right in front of us. We just need to start seeing food as medicine again. And if you think kiwi is impressive, wait until you discover the second fruit on our list. It's even more powerful for stabilizing blood sugar, and most people walk past it in the grocery store without a second glance. 14. Jamun, Indian Blackberry. Let's shift gears for a moment. Not every fruit that's sweet is harmful. Some are surprisingly healing. And the one we're about to talk about? It's almost unknown outside of South Asia, yet it's been used for centuries as nature's secret weapon against high blood sugar. Meet Jamun, also known as Indian blackberry. At first glance, it looks like just another dark berry. But inside, it's loaded with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that don't just fight inflammation, they actually enhance how your insulin works. And that's the key. Because the root of type 2 diabetes isn't just high sugar, it's your body struggling to use insulin properly. What makes Jamun truly remarkable is this. Studies suggest that compounds in Jamun, not only improve insulin sensitivity, but may actually regenerate pancreatic beta cells, the very cells that produce insulin in your body. That's a huge deal. Most medications only treat symptoms, but Jamun goes deeper, supporting your body's natural healing process. And the best part? It's low in sugar, has a low glycemic load, and comes in different forms: fresh, dried, juices, and even capsules. That means whether you're in India or halfway across the world, you can still access its benefits. Just a handful of fresh Jamun or a small glass of unsweetened Jamun juice between meals can help keep your sugar steady and even reduce post-meal spikes. Now, I get it. This might sound too good to be true. After all, if something this effective exists, why don't doctors talk about it more? But sometimes traditional remedies hold wisdom that modern medicine is only beginning to catch up to. And when you find something that's natural, gentle, and backed by real science, you owe it to yourself to give it a try. So here's the truth. Jamun isn't some miracle cure, but it's a powerful tool, and when combined with the right habits, it could help you break free from the cycle of sugar crashes, cravings, and constant medications. But we're not done yet, because the next fruit on our list, it's not only delicious and widely available, it's also been shown to lower A1C levels in clinical trials. Let's keep going. 13. Oats. Let's take a softer turn now. Because not every solution needs to be exotic or hard to find. Sometimes the answer is already in your kitchen, sitting quietly, in a container you might have overlooked this morning. Yes, I'm talking about oats. They've been around forever, but most people, especially those with diabetes, don't realize just how powerful they really are when it comes to blood sugar control. Here's the short version. Oats are packed with beta-glucans, a special kind of soluble fiber. What makes beta-glucans so unique is their ability to slow down how quickly your body digests and absorbs carbs. This means a more gradual rise in blood sugar rather than a sharp spike, and that's exactly what diabetics need. But oats do more than just flatten your glucose curve. They help you feel full longer, which means fewer cravings later in the day. They support a healthy gut microbiome, something science now links directly to insulin sensitivity, and they even help lower LDL cholesterol, which is especially important if you're managing both blood sugar and heart health. Now let's be real. I know you've probably tried oatmeal before and thought, meh, nothing special. But here's the thing. It's all about how you use it. When prepared right with cinnamon, chia seeds, nuts, or even blended into smoothies or pancakes, oats become a versatile, tasty, and incredibly affordable weapon in your blood sugar toolkit. And emotionally? Oats are comforting. They're warm. They feel like home. And for many people with diabetes, reconnecting with food that's both healing and satisfying is a big step toward rebuilding trust with their bodies. So, don't underestimate oats. They may not look flashy, but day after day, they quietly support better digestion, smoother glucose levels, and deeper satiety. And that consistency is what brings real change. Now, if oats are the quiet warriors of blood sugar control, the next fruit is more like the superhero. It delivers fast, noticeable results, and chances are you've never thought of it as a diabetic food. Let's talk about it next. 12. Strawberries. Let's take a refreshing turn, because sometimes healing doesn't have to taste bitter. In fact, one of the sweetest ways to support your blood sugar might come in the form of a bright red berry you already love: strawberries. Now you might be thinking, wait, aren't fruits like strawberries too sugary for diabetics? And that's a common concern. But here's the truth. It's not just about the sugar. It's about how your body responds to it. Strawberries are different from many other fruits because they're low on the glycemic index, which means they cause only a slow, gentle rise in blood sugar, not a spike. Even better, strawberries are rich in anthocyanins, the same natural compounds that give them their deep red color. These antioxidants don't just protect your cells from damage, They actually help improve how your body processes glucose, making insulin more efficient. That's huge for anyone struggling with insulin resistance. But strawberries do more than that. They're loaded with fiber, which slows down how fast sugar gets absorbed into your bloodstream. That means less post-meal crashes, fewer cravings, and steadier energy. And let's be honest, when you're dealing with diabetes, any food that can protect your health and feel like a treat is worth celebrating. Emotionally, this is big too. Many diabetics feel like they have to give up everything sweet. But when you realize that something like strawberries can nourish your body while still satisfying your taste buds, it shifts your mindset from restriction to empowerment. Just 5 to 8 medium-sized strawberries a day, preferably organic, can make a meaningful difference. Blend them into a smoothie, toss them into a spinach salad, or just enjoy them fresh with a handful of nuts for balance. It's simple, it's enjoyable, and it's effective. And if you think strawberries are the perfect mix of sweetness and strength, wait until you see the next fruit. It's tropical, it's juicy, and it contains one unique compound that targets blood sugar at the cellular level. Ready for it? Let's dive in. 11. Brazil nuts. Let's take a moment to talk about something small but mighty. It's not a fruit, it's not flashy, and most people walk right past it in the grocery store. But when it comes to blood sugar and long-term health, this little nut might be one of your biggest allies. I'm talking about Brazil nuts, a true superfood that doesn't just support blood sugar balance, but also protects the body from the deeper damage diabetes can cause. Here's the deal. People with type 2 diabetes often suffer from chronic inflammation and insulin resistance. Brazil nuts are incredibly rich in selenium, a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation, supports thyroid health, and most importantly, improves how your body uses insulin. That means your cells respond better and your blood sugar stays more stable. But there's more. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day. That's all it takes. Provides healthy fats that help you feel full longer and support your heart. And that matters, because heart disease is one of the most serious complications diabetics face. So, while you're focusing on blood sugar, Brazil nuts are quietly protecting your heart too. Now, I know nuts can sometimes feel like a boring health food, but this isn't about trends. It's about giving your body what it needs in the simplest, most natural way possible. Add a couple Brazil nuts to your afternoon snack, pair them with a few slices of apple or some berries, and you've got a blood sugar-friendly combo that tastes amazing and truly works. And emotionally? Eating foods that feel good and do good can slowly restore your confidence. You're no longer just reacting to your diagnosis. You're making proactive, smart, empowering choices. So don't underestimate the Brazil nut. Tiny? Yes. But the impact it can have on your blood sugar and overall health is massive. And speaking of small foods with big benefits, wait until you see the next fruit. It's sweet, tropical, and contains an enzyme that can actually mimic the effects of insulin in your body. Let's keep going. 10. Lemon. Let's slow things down with something familiar. Something we often see as just a garnish or a drink flavor, but when used the right way, it becomes a quiet hero for anyone struggling with blood sugar. That something is lemon. Yes, a simple lemon. Now, here's what most people don't realize. Lemon juice doesn't just add flavor, it actually changes how your body processes sugar. Thanks to its high vitamin C content and natural acids, lemon juice helps reduce the glycemic load of the meals you eat. In plain English, it lowers how much your blood sugar spikes after a meal. This means that something as small as squeezing fresh lemon juice over your fish, salad, or even in a glass of warm water before eating can lead to steadier glucose levels. And for someone living with diabetes, those little wins add up. Because over time, fewer spikes mean less insulin resistance, fewer crashes, and a more balanced energy level throughout the day. But it doesn't stop there. Lemon also supports your liver, which plays a huge role in blood sugar regulation. When your liver is overwhelmed by toxins, it can't store and release glucose properly. Lemon's natural cleansing effects help lighten that burden, keeping your internal systems running more smoothly. And emotionally? Let's be honest, diabetes can make eating feel stressful. But using a lemon? That feels easy. It feels fresh. It reminds you that healing your body doesn't always have to be hard or expensive. Sometimes, the simplest things can bring the most consistent change. Just one tip, always use fresh lemon juice, not bottled versions that often contain hidden sugars or preservatives. You can drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, or simply add it to your meals or water throughout the day. So next time you look at a lemon, don't think extra, think essential, because sometimes the smallest changes are the ones that transform your day, your blood sugar, and even your mindset. Now, if that surprised you, wait until you see the next fruit. It's not only tropical and delicious, it contains natural enzymes that help mimic insulin's effects in your body. Let's take a look. 9. Avocado. Let's shift focus to something creamy, satisfying, and often misunderstood. Most people think fruits have to be sweet and juicy, but this next one breaks all the rules while delivering some of the biggest blood sugar benefits around. Yes, we're talking about avocado. Technically a fruit, avocados are in a league of their own. They don't spike your sugar, they don't leave you hungry an hour later, and they actually help your body become more insulin sensitive over time. Here's why. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind of healthy fats that slow down digestion and reduce insulin resistance. These fats don't just help control blood sugar. They also help you feel full longer, making it easier to avoid those afternoon cravings that sneak in when your sugar crashes. But there's more. Avocados are also rich in magnesium, a mineral that many people with diabetes are unknowingly deficient in. Magnesium plays a key role in how your body processes glucose and produces insulin. When your levels are low, your blood sugar becomes harder to control, no matter how healthy you eat. The beauty of avocado is that it's low in carbs but high in nutrients, making it ideal for both blood sugar balance and weight management. Just half an avocado a day, blended into a smoothie, mashed into guacamole, or sliced onto toast, can make a real difference without feeling like you're dieting. Emotionally, eating avocado is empowering. It reminds you that you can enjoy real food, rich, creamy, delicious, and still support your health goals. No guilt. No bland meals, just food that loves your body back. So don't think of avocado as a luxury, think of it as daily medicine, delivered in the form of a green, buttery blessing. When something this nourishing also helps control sugar, reduce inflammation, support the heart, and cut cravings, it earns a permanent spot in your routine. Now, if avocado shows how good fat can heal your metabolism, the next fruit shows how natural enzymes can mimic insulin itself. And yes, it's sweet, juicy, and totally unexpected. Let's explore it next. 8. Cucumber. Let's cool things down a bit with something crisp, refreshing, and often underrated. When you think of powerful foods for diabetes, you probably don't think of cucumbers. But you should. Here's why. Cucumbers may look like just water and crunch, but behind that simplicity lies a set of surprising benefits for your blood sugar and overall health. First, cucumbers are made up of about 95% water, which means they naturally hydrate your body while being extremely low in carbs and calories. But more importantly, they're rich in soluble fiber, the kind that slows down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. That alone makes them a smart choice for anyone dealing with insulin resistance or post-meal sugar spikes. But the benefits go deeper. Cucumbers contain antioxidants like flavonoids and tannins that help reduce inflammation, something that's often elevated in people with diabetes and contributes to insulin resistance. Even more, the water and potassium in cucumbers help support kidney function, which is vital since high blood sugar can strain your kidneys over time. And emotionally, here's the kicker. Cucumbers are simple. They don't require fancy preparation. Just wash, slice, and eat. You can toss them in a salad, blend them into a green juice, or even enjoy them with a pinch of sea salt and lemon. That kind of ease can feel like a breath of fresh air when managing diabetes feels overwhelming. So don't overlook cucumbers because they're common, appreciate them because they're consistent. Small, frequent choices like this are what truly move the needle towards stable blood sugar and long-term health. And speaking of small but mighty, our next fruit is not only easy to find, but also contains a rare compound that actively helps your body remove excess sugar from the bloodstream faster. Curious? Let's get into it. If this video helped you, make sure to leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future health content that really matters. And don't forget to check the description below. I've listed some trusted health products that I personally stand by. These are carefully selected to support your blood sugar and overall wellness. 7. Sweet potato. Let's warm things up a little with a food that feels like comfort, tastes like home, and still works wonders for blood sugar. It's not a fruit, but it earns a top spot in any diabetic-friendly diet. We're talking about the humble yet powerful sweet potato. Now, at first glance, it might sound like something to avoid if you're diabetic. After all, it's a root vegetable and it's sweet, right? But the truth is, sweet potatoes are one of the best complex carbs you can include in your meals. Why? Because they have a low glycemic index, meaning they release glucose slowly into the bloodstream instead of causing a spike. That's exactly what your body needs when it's struggling to manage insulin. But sweet potatoes don't stop at being low GI. They're also packed with fiber, which slows down digestion and keeps you full longer. Plus, they come loaded with vitamin A, vitamin C, and potassium. Nutrients that support not just blood sugar control, but also heart health, immune strength, and proper metabolic function. And let's not forget the emotional side of this. Sweet potatoes are satisfying. They feel like real food. For anyone who's been stuck in a cycle of bland, boring, diabetic meals, being able to enjoy something sweet, hearty, and comforting can completely change the way you approach your plate. The key is preparation. Boiled or baked, not fried, and with no added sugar or syrup. A simple serving of mashed sweet potato with a sprinkle of cinnamon, that's not just delicious, it's therapeutic. So the next time you're looking for a blood sugar-friendly side dish, skip the white bread or pasta and reach for a sweet potato instead. It's nature's way of saying you can eat well and live well at the same time. And if you think sweet potatoes are the perfect blend of comfort and control, the next fruit on our list will surprise you even more. It's sharp, zesty, and known for doing one thing exceptionally well: cutting blood sugar within hours. Let's take a closer look. 6. Mango leaf tea. Now let's dive into something a little more traditional, but incredibly powerful. It's not a fruit, not a food, and definitely not something you'll find in most Western diabetic diets. But it's been quietly helping people manage blood sugar for centuries. I'm talking about mango leaf tea. While most people only think about the fruit, the leaves of the mango tree contain unique compounds that can dramatically improve blood sugar control. Here's how it works. Mango leaves are rich in mangaferin and other anti-calamity antioxidants that help reduce insulin resistance and promote better glucose metabolism. That means your body becomes more efficient at using insulin and less likely to store excess sugar in the blood. One of the biggest advantages of mango leaf tea is its ability to support liver health, and that matters more than most people realize, because your liver plays a central role in how your body stores and releases glucose. When the liver is overwhelmed with toxins or fat buildup, it can't do its job well. But mango leaves help detoxify the liver naturally, creating a cleaner metabolic environment for blood sugar balance. And here's the best part. It's easy to make. Just take 5 to 7 fresh or dried mango leaves, boil them in about 500 ml of water, let it steep, and drink 1 cup daily, preferably in the morning or before meals. It's calming, healing, and gentle on the stomach. I know it might feel unfamiliar at first, but embracing simple herbal remedies like this isn't about going backwards. It's about reconnecting with what's always worked. And sometimes, nature gives us exactly what we need, long before science even catches up. So if you've been looking for a natural, side-effect-free way to help your body reset, Start with mango leaf tea. It's not a magic potion, but it's a daily act of care that builds real momentum over time. And speaking of ancient remedies backed by science, the next fruit on our list doesn't just help lower blood sugar, it's also a secret weapon for fighting inflammation, cholesterol, and even sugar cravings. Let's talk about it next. 5. Spinach. Let's bring it back to the greens. You've seen it on your plate, you've probably pushed it to the side. But today, let's give this humble leafy vegetable the spotlight it deserves, because it's one of the most powerful allies you can have in your fight against high blood sugar. We're talking about spinach. Spinach is more than just a salad base or a side dish. It's packed with magnesium, a mineral that many people with diabetes are chronically low in. Magnesium plays a critical role in insulin sensitivity, meaning it helps your body respond better to insulin and keep your blood sugar steady instead of swinging up and down. But that's not all. Spinach also contains alpha-lipoic acid, a potent antioxidant that does two incredibly important things. It protects your nerves from the damage high glucose can cause over time. Yes, it helps with neuropathy. It helps your cells convert glucose into energy more efficiently, so sugar doesn't just sit in your bloodstream doing damage. Even better, spinach has a low glycemic index, meaning it has very little effect on blood sugar levels. You can enjoy it raw in salads, blended into green smoothies, or lightly cooked in stir-fries or soups without worrying about spikes. Now, emotionally, this is a big deal too. So many diabetics feel trapped, like the foods that are good for them don't taste good or take too much effort. But spinach? It's affordable, versatile, and quick to prepare. And every time you add it to your plate, you're making a decision that builds long-term health. So the next time you're at the store, skip the processed snacks and grab a bunch of spinach instead. It's not flashy, but it's consistent, reliable, and your body will thank you for it every single day. And if you think spinach is impressive, the next fruit is even more exciting. It's packed with an unusual compound that can block sugar absorption right in your gut. Let's take a closer look. 4. Lentils. Now let's talk about one of the most underestimated superfoods sitting in your pantry, or maybe one you've walked by 100 times at the store without a second glance. It's not fancy, it's not expensive, but it works. Let's talk about lentils. Lentils are rich in plant-based protein and soluble fiber, both of which play a huge role in blood sugar regulation. You see, fiber slows down how quickly carbohydrates break down into sugar in your body. That means, instead of getting hit with a sugar spike after a meal, your body absorbs glucose more gradually, keeping your blood sugar steady. But lentils go even further. Their plant protein not only supports muscle health, but also helps improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your cells to better respond to the insulin your body already makes. That's especially helpful if you're trying to reverse insulin resistance naturally. They're also incredibly versatile, from warm lentil soups to chilled lentil salads. With herbs and olive oil, these tiny legumes can fit into almost any meal. And when you cook them with healing spices like turmeric, cumin, or garlic, you're doubling down on anti-inflammatory power that supports both your pancreas and metabolism. Now, emotionally, this matters too. So many diabetics feel like their food options are shrinking. But lentils are a reminder that healthy eating can still be flavorful, affordable, and comforting. It's about choosing food that fuels you and respects your condition, without making you feel like you're missing out. So don't think of lentils as just beans. Think of them as slow-burning fuel that helps you take back control. Every spoonful is helping your body process sugar more smoothly, restore energy, and lower inflammation, naturally. And next, if you've ever felt bloated, tired, or frustrated after meals, the next fruit might be the answer. It's light, rich in water and fiber, and works quietly behind the scenes to flush sugar from your system. Let's uncover it next. 3. Raw garlic. Now let's shift gears and talk about something a little stronger. A bit sharper in flavor, but incredibly powerful when it comes to reversing blood sugar problems from the inside out. I'm talking about raw garlic. While many people use garlic to add flavor to their meals, what they don't know is that raw garlic contains a natural compound called allicin, which is a game changer for diabetics. Allicin helps improve liver function, which is essential for regulating blood sugar. It also increases insulin sensitivity, helping your cells respond more effectively to insulin so glucose can move out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it belongs. But the benefits don't stop there. Raw garlic also supports healthy circulation, lowers cholesterol, and fights off inflammation, all of which are serious concerns for people with diabetes. It's like one tiny clove doing the work of multiple medications naturally and without side effects. Here's how to use it. Simply peel and crush one clove of raw garlic, let it sit for about 5-10 minutes to activate the allicin, then eat it on an empty stomach in the morning. You can chase it with a glass of water or mix it into a spoonful of olive oil if the taste is too strong. And yes, it might feel intense at first, but the health payoff is absolutely worth it. And emotionally, taking that first bite can feel like a bold act of self-care. You're saying, I'm ready to heal. I'm not just managing symptoms anymore. I'm taking action. That sense of empowerment is priceless for anyone who's felt stuck or overwhelmed by their diagnosis. So the next time you look at garlic, don't just think flavor, think function. It's one of nature's oldest remedies for a reason, and if used consistently, it can help reset your entire metabolic system. And if garlic feels like a warrior, wait until you meet the next fruit. It's rich in polyphenols, boosts gut health, and may just be the sweetest way to lower your A1C. Let's explore it now. 2. Broccoli. Now let's talk about one of the green giants in your fight against high blood sugar. It may not be sweet, and it's definitely not flashy, but it works on a deep level that most people completely overlook. Yes, we're talking about broccoli. You've probably heard it's healthy, but here's what makes broccoli especially powerful for diabetics. It's rich in a natural compound called sulforaphane. This compound has been shown to boost insulin sensitivity and help protect the cells in your pancreas that are responsible for producing insulin. In simple terms, it helps your body use insulin more efficiently, while also preserving your ability to make it. Broccoli is also packed with fiber, which slows down how quickly your body absorbs sugar from your meals. That means a more gradual rise in blood sugar levels and fewer crashes later. When blood sugar is stable, your energy is more consistent, your cravings go down, and your body finally gets a chance to heal. Now here's something important. To get the most out of broccoli, you should lightly steam it rather than overcooking it. This helps preserve sulforaphane and other antioxidants that are sensitive to heat. Add it to soups, stir-fries, or simply enjoy it with a drizzle of olive oil and lemon for a healing, blood sugar-friendly meal. But beyond the science, here's why broccoli matters emotionally. For many diabetics, food has become a source of stress. You're constantly told what not to eat. But broccoli is a reminder that there are still plenty of foods you can enjoy. Foods that help you feel strong, in control, and hopeful again. So don't let its simplicity fool you. Broccoli is one of the most powerful green medicines your body can receive. Affordable, accessible, and proven. Every time you add it to your plate, you're moving closer to balance, one meal at a time. And if you thought broccoli was impressive, the final fruit on our list will blow you away. It's sweet, common, and so effective at lowering blood sugar it's often used in clinical studies. And yet, most diabetics completely ignore it. Let's reveal it now. 1. Guava with skin. And now we've arrived at the fruit that inspired this entire video. It's tropical, it's sweet, and yet, it rarely gets the credit it deserves. Most diabetics walk right past it, not realizing that it could be the very thing that helps turn their blood sugar around. I'm talking about guava with the skin on. Guava is truly in a class of its own. It's packed with soluble fiber, which slows down how quickly your body absorbs sugar from the food you eat. That's already a big win. But guava doesn't stop there. It's also one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that not only boosts immunity, but also helps improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to manage blood sugar more effectively. Here's why this matters. By slowing down sugar absorption and improving insulin response at the same time, guava offers dual-action support. And unlike other sweet fruits, guava has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar. Instead, it gives your body a steady, gentle release of energy that supports metabolic balance. Now here's the key: eat guava with the skin on. The skin contains most of the fiber, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Whether you enjoy it fresh, slice it into a salad, or blend it into a juice without straining out the pulp, you're getting one of the most powerful, natural blood sugar balancing fruits out there. Emotionally, this fruit is a reminder that you don't have to give up everything sweet. You just have to choose smarter. Guava tastes like a treat, but acts like medicine. And when you eat it regularly, you're not just feeding your body, you're fueling your healing. So if you're only going to add one fruit to your diabetic diet, make it guava. It's simple, accessible, affordable, and proven. It doesn't just fit in with diabetes, it helps you fight it. Now that you've discovered the A1 fruit and 14 other powerful foods that support blood sugar control, let's bring everything together with one clear message and a simple action plan that could change your life starting today. If you've made it this far, I want you to know something important. You're not powerless in this journey. You don't have to rely only on pills, extreme diets, or constantly feeling like you're losing control. You've just learned about 15 powerful foods, each one backed by science, rooted in nature, and ready to support your body from the inside out. Especially guava with the skin, a fruit so simple yet so overlooked it could become your daily secret weapon to stabilize your blood sugar in just 24 hours. These foods aren't complicated, they're not expensive, and they don't require you to change your whole life overnight. They simply invite you to make small, consistent choices, ones that help you feel better, think clearer, and finally feel like your body is working with you, not against you. So here's your next step. Pick one of these foods and add it to your day today. Start where you are. Be gentle with yourself, and know that every bite you take toward healing is a step toward freedom. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing tips, and check the description for more videos and free resources that can guide you even further. You're not alone, you're not stuck, and your healthiest days can still be ahead. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.